Guys, the LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 4 of my MLB 17 The Show, Road to the Show series featuring Randy Johnson. Now in the last episode, we had a very good performance. If we're looking back here, we won 3-0 in this game. 7 innings pitched, if you look there in the top left corner, or even down the center. 7 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, only a .71 whip, which is surprising because we gave up quite a few hits, I felt like, in that game. And a 1-0 record because obviously we walked out of there with the win. Only reason we didn't throw a complete game shutout, for those of you who didn't watch the episode, is just because our guy's stamina is way too low to even consider trying to get a complete game done. So one of the issues was in the last episode, at the end of it, I discussed whether I should create a new pitch or just do one of these pitches. The problem is, in the time that I'm playing this episode, I haven't even posted the last one, just because I'm a bit ahead right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to focus on these pitches. I don't think there's any rush to get a new pitch. I think we might as well max out the pitches we currently have. That doesn't improve our overall at all. For some reason, increasing your pitches doesn't do much to your overall. But let's see. I want him to have a dirty slider, so we'll work on that 62 break with the slider. We already got the velocity where it needs to be. An 88 mile an hour slider is perfectly fine, especially considering my guy's 18 years old. Obviously, a 97 mile an hour fastball is good to work with. An 87 mile per hour splitter is totally fine by me. So this we're going to be going into the next episode. You see, our overall is going to be the same, but our pitches are going to have quite a bit more break on them and a little bit more control as well. So with that being the case, let's hop into our next performance, and that would be right here against a guy who did awful. He only had 2 innings pitched and an 18 ERA. And it appears ever since our last pitching streak, we've been on a 5-game win streak. So let's try to keep that going on right here. If you look at the opposing pitcher, you have 0-1, 2 innings pitched, only 3 strikeouts, and an 18 ERA. And their lineup doesn't look to have any really even decently high overalls on it. So I'm not going to jump ahead of myself, but this team does not look very good. So it's about time that we try to capitalize on a team that's struggling. It looks like their pitching is really the issue, not the hitting as much. But both sides of this team don't seem to be all that great. So obviously going to try to jump ahead on that. As we're loading into this game, let's see. 6-3. The Barons are at what was it, like 2-7 or something like that. That's their pitcher on the mound. Let's see. Hopefully our team is able to do a little bit. No runs in the first inning for our team. Our first game in our road unis. Throwing a ball to start it off. Coming at him with a fastball. Back-to-back fastballs. There you go. He's gonna swing on this on that one. Hit him with that slider. Ever since we worked on that break, let's try to get that slider early on. See what it can do. Alright. Didn't miss a bat, but just want to make sure that break is looking good. Obviously, we just dumped a pretty good amount of points into it. Ooh, and a fastball. That was a little bit too low. But regardless, not good enough contact from the batter to really do anything impressive with it. And although our left fielder, that was almost an awful play. We were going to get out there. First out of the game. Let's come back here. Low outside corner. Nice fastball there. 97 miles an hour. Getting some heat with Randy Johnson. Now hit him with that splitter low and inside. Alright. Now we're going to get that signature strikeout pitch. Get a slider there low and inside. Let's see. Ooh, he's going to fight that one off. For some reason, players have not struggled that much on hitting my slider. Which is odd, because that's supposed to be my go-to strikeout pitch. But it really has not worked out for me. And there we go. On an 0-2 count, we're actually going to give up a hit there. Thought that was a good pitch on the high outside corner with that heavy fastball. Obviously, I put a lot of heat behind that ball, so did not think he was going to make some contact, but he sneaks that one right through the left side of the infield. So now we got a runner on first with only 1 out. So let's see if we can possibly force a double play ball. Let's see. Got a fastball there. Let's hit him with that splitter. Oh, and they're actually going to steal second. But 0-2 count now. Oh, come on. Oh, you got to give me that call, ump. I'm in a situation here. But okay, we'll hit him with that low away slider. See if we can get him to miss. Oh, nope. We're missing our spots. Okay. That other one should have been called a strike 3. Okay. His batting stance looks like a high inside pitch will work against him. And it will. We're going to get him to pop out here. They're expecting me to catch this with my, 25 fielding. Oh, and he actually does. Okay. So we're going to get that easy fly ball out. Let's see. Okay. Now with runner on second. Now 2 outs. Just got to get... I'm not even going to worry about the runner at this point. Now it's all about just getting this last out. Working out of the jam right here. The thing is, I don't know if our stuff's working for us as good today, because Oh, our energy is a little bit lower. That's something to mention. Our energy is a little bit lower because we still haven't fully recovered from how much our coach made us pitch in that last episode. Because our coach made us pitch a lot. That was for the first game of the season for us, and our guy doesn't have that great of stamina. Our first actual performance in a major league system. You're gonna have us go 7 innings and like close to 100 pitches. That's a lot to ask for. But regardless, getting a strikeout right there, get us out of that inning. That's exactly what we needed to do. Obviously, since there's no double XP in this game, or no double training points, we're going to struggle a little bit more to upgrade our guy. I mean, we got 1,000 points last game. That's not going to happen ever again, probably. Unless we get another double training point on a big day. But that's a lot of training points, so. Pretty soon I'll start working on his actual makeup stuff, like the K9, the Walk 9. Obviously, that has more impact on his overall. But I just want to make sure that he has dirty enough pitches to really get us out of innings and stuff. And that's why I worked on the break a little bit, because obviously it's not really Randy Johnson if he doesn't have dirty pitches. It wouldn't really make much sense. Either way, our splitters tended to be our strikeout pitch. So let's try to hit him with another splitter, and yep, another strike. I don't know why the splitter is the strikeout pitch. I thought the slider would be the strikeout pitch. The splitter would be the ground ball pitch. That's the purpose of a splitter usually, because it gets them on top of the ball. Oh, that's a strike. These calls are awful. But now it's been vice versa. The slider's been the ball taken on the ground, and the splitter's been the strikeout pitch. So, I mean, I'm not gonna complain because I still have both things I need: a strikeout pitch and a ground ball pitch. But it's just weird. It's weird that those are what's filling each role. There we go. Nice splitter. I don't want to hit him with back-to-back splitters. I don't think that's the appropriate way to try to get this batter out. So yep, this high inside fastball should work for us. And it drops a little bit. We missed our spot just a bit, but still going to get him to swing on and miss. For another strikeout. Now we got Trey Michael Lekadungi, or whatever his name is, up to bat. And okay, he's going to put some contact on that ball. Our right fielder, however, is not going to make any effort to get it. So absolutely great job there from the right fielder. I'm loving it. I love it when our fielders do that for us. They make no effort, not even a courtesy dive. All right, whatever. I'll let it be. 1-1 count. Ooh, that fastball got him swinging. 95 miles an hour though. Not a whole lot of heat behind that ball compared to what we usually throw. So that's something to be aware of. Our guy may be a little bit tired, and they're actually gonna get a hit there on that 1-2 count. Okay. Or actually, it wasn't an 0-2. It might have been an 0-2 count. That's okay. Yeah, when we have those 0-2 counts, we can't be giving up hits. That's happened twice this game. That's something we got to work on. And there we go. For once, we're getting the call in our favor. I like that. So now we're gonna hit him with that splitter. Missed that one a little bit. I mean, with 2 outs, we don't really have to go for a ball on the ground, so we can pitch a little bit higher to him. But we'll hit him with that slider right here. We missed our spot a little bit, but luckily not good enough contact to do anything with it. Now that we got him thinking slider, high inside fastball, and yep, that's going to strike him out. Randy Johnson. Okay, you know what I just thought about? I did not change my windup. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do this. I'll have to do it at the next game, then save it, because if I don't do that, then I'll forget. And oh, we're actually up 2-0. So that starting pitcher on their team really just happens to be that bad. I love it. I love being up 2-0. You're not going to see me complaining. Obviously, it puts some more, it makes us more comfortable on our end of the things, knowing that we don't have to pitch shutout ball throughout the whole game. Right there, we're actually going to strike out the next batter on a pitch that was more or less right down the middle. So for some reason, he just decides not to swing his bat. I'm not going to complain. So now, next batter up, I believe this is top of the lineup. Nice ground ball, thrown over to first. Second out right there. Okay. And now trying to get a 1-2-3 inning going right here. Obviously gave up a hit in the last 2 innings, which isn't ideal. Try to have our first 1-2-3 inning of this game right here. Nice slider. Let's hit him with this fastball low and away. That pitch was definitely hittable. We missed our spot just a little bit, but no swing from the batter. And now we're going to try to hit him with that strikeouts, our new strikeout pitch, the splitter. And yep, that's going to get him swinging and missing. The weird thing is, too, is how their timing is so far off. When you think about it, our 3 pitches, the speed differential is really not noticeable at all. I mean, the fastball's about 96 to 98, and the splitter and slider are both at like the same speed. So It's weird that people are struggling so much with the timing of the pitches. I mean, we need to get one pitch that's got some. That's pretty slow. We got to get one pretty slow pitch in here, just to really mess up the timing of hitters. But I mean, right now the thing is these 3 pitches are working for us. Funny enough, I don't know. I feel like you're at less of an advantage. You're more vulnerable if you have less pitches. Just because it's not as hard for the batter. I know when I'm playing as a batter, it's way easier to get a hit when I know that the pitcher has less pitches, because it's way easier to read a ball because you know which balls are coming. Like when you have 5 different pitches that all move in different ways, that's a nightmare as a hitter. There we go, another out. So we're on a little bit of a streak right now, about 5 straight outs. I mean, technically ever since the draft combine, our guy's been rolling. You had to give up a run in our AA career, which is impressive. I mean, I don't know why we struggle so much in the showcase, but it affected our draft stock. Obviously, we got drafted pretty low. But right now, we should be impressing the GM a little bit. They should be happy with their pick, even though we're only a 4th rounder. We will not be like, you know, the front page of their prospect list, but we're obviously trying to make a push here to earn a spot here, at least in AAA. Obviously, that's the goal, to move up 1 by 1. But we're so early in the season. That's not even something to think about. I mean, AAA is probably a few months away. Quite a few episodes. Actually, in my other road to the show, I just made the MLB. I didn't even make AAA. They just sent me straight to the MLB from AA, which was odd. Doesn't happen all too often. But right there, we're gonna give up another hit dead right field. We haven't. Okay, here's the thing that we gotta be positive on. We are yet to give up a hit that's like a big hit. You know what I mean? Like all of the hits that we've given up in the past 2 episodes, or this episode and the last one, have been ground balls that seeped through the infield. I think there's only been 1 hit that was like an actual quality hit, if that's what you want to call it. So I'm still happy with our guys' performance. And there we go. We're getting lucky with another call. Yeah, I want to hit him with that slider. I want to get that slider to get going. Oh, we missed that one. Okay. Working him inside, though, with the slider might be a good setup pitch to hit him high and away with the fastball. Oh, we missed our spot a little bit. Oh, that could have been really bad. That was an awful location. Now do we try high and away with the fastball? Back-to-back fastballs. Yeah, he's got the timing down, so he's going to be able to connect with that one, but not good enough to get any significant contact. So the right fielder's going to get an easy catch there. Moving on once again, I don't think there's going to be a very long outing for us. Just want to mention that. We're giving up quite a few pitches per inning, and the fact that our energy is already relatively low from the last game we pitched, I'm thinking maybe we go 6 innings this game. We're now 3-0, so the thing is that the coach really doesn't need to keep us in that long. And there we go, once again, not great contact. Oh, okay, our left fielder sucks at fielding. Oh my goodness. He is so awful. If you guys remember, even earlier in the game, he completely whiffed out there in left field. Okay, let's go look at this. I just gotta look at his fielding stats, and now he actually did whiff. Okay, he's batting .394, so he's lucky. That's why it's obviously why he's in the lineup. His fielding is 22. Everybody else's fielding is at least manageable. 22 fielding, 27 arm accuracy. Oh my, that's just so awful. So now every time they hit it to left field, I gotta start having a heart attack. Oh, this is a real pain. Okay, at least a nice little ground ball. I'm gonna shoot myself. Minus point for an RBI. Are you kidding me? Do you watch what's going on, game? Were they charging me with a base hit? No, they better not be. This is so stupid. Back to back, well, 3 errors in 2 plays. Technically, the left fielder had 2 errors in 1 play, and now my shortstop gets an error right there. This is just miserable. So the first run it's not even going to affect our ERA because that wasn't an earned run. But the first run technically that we gave up and an outing from us is not even our fault. It's just an awful fielding performance from our team. But there we go. Okay, nice slider. He's not going to swing. This is the same guy that didn't swing the fastball down the middle. Another strikeout right there. And I believe we're back to the top lineup or somewhere near there. This is somewhere near the top lineup. Don't tell me this dude just hit a dinger. Okay, he celebrated like he almost hit a dinger. I got scared. Sometimes that foul ball celebration and the actual home run celebration can be oddly misconstrued. Oh, I just realized the guy's on second base. I thought he was on first. I wasn't even paying attention. No, he's on second base because the shortstop chucked it into the fucking dugout. But there we go. Another forced out and another awful throw from a right fielder. Luckily, obviously, the third baseman is there. And now, trying to work out of this without giving up any more runs. Not even, like I said, even if we give up a run, the runner on second base still won't be a earned run. Obviously, because our fielding is so god awful. And there we go, another fly ball out. So we actually gave up some pretty bad contact in that game, or in that inning. There's some pretty solid contact from a lot of those players, but luckily our outfielders are there, or at least our right fielder is there to catch the ball, left fielder is there to drop it. But we're gonna walk out of there. It looks like we're gonna probably be credited with another win. Yep, we're gonna be credited with player of the game as well, which makes sense. We had a really good game. 5 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, only 4 hits allowed, 1 run, obviously not earned. Didn't even walk a batter that game, so yeah, we're obviously on the right track, and we're now 2-0 in the season. So that was obviously a much shorter outing. I think our coach realized that he definitely put some pressure on our arm in the last game. He really had us pitch. He had us pitch a really long game. So what I'm going to do right now, actually no, I'll just do it in the next episode. I'll just check and make sure to change the windup and everything, so there's no more of my my random windup that I'm doing. Oh, but here we go. We might actually have a chance to get a double XP here in the next game because we got a sweep. Well, that's awesome. So the next game, oh, it's a 2-inning boost, not a full game boost. It's a 2-inning double XP boost. Well, we'll just have to start the next game off really good. So that being the case, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on in my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the series. I've been having a whole lot of fun playing with this pitcher. And I can't wait to bring the next episode. I'll see you guys next time, and peace out.